Hello viewers, welcome to Ajadi Math class. If this is your first time of watching our videos, please kindly subscribe to our channel and also click on the notification bell button. And to our returning subscribers, we say a very big thank you to you. Today, we'll be looking at functions and also limits. Today, we'll talk about the word function. Looking at the right up here, we have that let x, y, and z be set, and let the function of x to y and g, function of g, y to z be functions. So in function, we have what is known as what? Domain, and we have what is known as the what? Co-domain. Take for instance, this is a map. We have the domain to be maybe the elements in the domain to be A, B, C. And we also have another one here. We have, say for instance, we have C, we have E, and F. Okay, so you can easily say this to be the domain and this to be codomain by mapping. Either the mapping is one-to-one, onto mapping, and so on and so forth. But our area of concentration today is looking at how functions is being applied, the applications of functions. And by doing so, it says that the composition of the f of x and g of x is this. What we only need in function is that we want to integrate a particular function into a new function. We want to integrate a particular function into a new function. So for instance, we have f of x, and also we have g of x. So the g of x can be integrated into the f of x. So with that, we can possibly have the f of g, of x, which is also the same as saying the f g of x. That means we are integrating the function of g of x into the f of x. So we are integrating it. And with this, I'm going to provide you with an example now to illustrate what I'm trying to say. Now, looking at the example we have here, given that the function of x equals 3x squared minus x plus 10, and the g of x to be 1 minus 20x. So find each of the following, the f of g of 5. Now, this can be written as the f of g is almost the same thing as saying we have f into bracket g of 5. So this is what we have. So the first thing we need to do here is to calculate our g of 5. Don't forget that from here, it is g of x. So anywhere you have x, we are substituting it with what? 5. So 5 is replacing x in this. So instead of having g of x, we have g of 5. So in this case, we have 1 minus 20 into bracket 5. So this is what we have now. So we have 20 into bracket 5. So 5 has replaced the value of x. So with this, we have 1 minus 20 multiplied by 5 gives what? 100. So we have 1 minus 100. So now our g of 5 equals minus 99. So this is what we have now. The g of 5 equals what? Minus 99. F into what? Minus 99. So minus 99 replaces the g of 5. So don't forget that this is our f of x, which is 3x squared minus x plus 10. So where we have x here, minus 99 replaces the value. So here we have 3 into bracket minus 99 all squared minus into bracket minus 99 plus 10. Okay, so with this now, we minus 99 is going to be squared, and here we are going to have 3 into bracket 9,801, because when negative is being signed, we are going to have positive, and from here we have minus times minus gives plus. So we have plus 99 plus 10. So multiplying this with 3, we have 29,403 plus 99 plus 10 gives 109. So adding this together, so finally we have 29,512. So that is our function of 99. So the little step we just did is that we integrate this. Okay, so instead of having g of x, we have g of 5. 5 replaces x, we substituted to r minus 99. So instead of having g of 5, we replace with the value of g of 5, which is minus 99. So we substituted it in the function of in f of x. So it replaces the value of x, and the substitution is being done, and we got 29,512. Let's look for another example before we proceed. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Now we've solved the first example. Looking at the second example, we have our f of g of x. So in this case now, we are not replacing with 5. So we are replacing with what? The function x. So like what I said earlier on, this can be written as f into bracket g of x. Okay, and don't forget that our g of x is the same as what? This is the same as 1 minus 20x. Okay, so this is replacing the g of x, the function of g of x here. We have 1 minus 20, so pardon my pen please, 20x. Now, so what's going to happen is this. Anywhere we have x here, anywhere we have x, this will be replaced with x. You know, normally we have f of x. So instead of having x, we replace it with what? 1 minus 20x. So we have the function will now be 3 into bracket 1 minus 20x minus, this is our x, okay, 1 minus 20x, okay, plus 10. So that means we are expanding this. Sorry, this is squared. So we have it to be squared. Now we have 3 into bracket. Squaring this is the same as having 1 minus 20, 1 minus 20x. Okay, being repeated twice. So you can bring out the bracket of this, open the bracket. So we have minus 1 plus 20x plus 10. So now expanding this bracket now, we have it to be what? 3 into big bracket, 1 times this, 1 times this. So we have 1 minus 20x minus 20x, that's the expansion, plus 400x squared. Okay? Close bracket. So minus 1 plus 10 gives what? 9 plus 20x. So we have plus 9 plus 20x. So, simplifying what is inside this bracket, we have it to be 3 into bracket 1 minus 40x plus 400x squared plus 9 plus 20x. So expanding the bracket once again, using this 3 to multiply what's inside this bracket out. So we have 3 minus 120x plus 1200 x squared plus 9 plus 20x. So simplifying further, we have 1200 x squared minus 120 plus 20 gives minus 100. Minus 100x, 3 plus 9 gives 12, plus 12. So this is our final answer. So in a nutshell, I believe with this, you'll be able to get what I did. And we also have it for C also, using this form, and we have it for g of x. I'm going to leave this C for you to do, so you can put your answer in the comment section. But now I'm going to move straight to D, because the D might sound confusing, you having g of x. So this will be the last example I will be doing in this video. So the C should be done, and I will be expecting the answer in the comment section. So rewriting this D, so it can be written in this form, because we are repeating the function of g of x twice. So this is g into bracket g of x. So what are we going to do is this. What we are going to do is this. Writing the function of g of x, and we are substituting it again. So what I'm going to do is this. It means I have g into bracket, because our g of x is 1 minus 20x. So I'm writing this here. It is replacing g of x in this function. 1 minus 20x. So this is what is replacing in this function. So with this, anywhere we are having x, we are replacing with 1 minus 20x. So coming back to this, instead of using x here, we replace with what? The function in it, which is 1 minus 20x. So with this now, we have our function to be equal to 1 minus 20 into bracket 1 minus 20x. So what happened is this. Instead of having x, this is where we have x in the function. No, this is x. So instead of having this x, we replace it with what is inside the bracket, not x again. This 1 minus 20x. So it should be 20x, but the x is being replaced with what? 1 minus 20x. So we are expanding this now. We are expanding this, and we have 1 minus 20 times 1 is 20, minus 20 times 20x is plus 400x. So we have 1 minus 20 plus 400x. So rewriting this, we have our function g 1 minus 20x to be equals to, rewriting, we have 400x. 1 minus 20 gives what? Minus 19. Minus 19. So that is our final answer. So class, I'm imploring you to please do this C and put the answer in the comment section. See you next video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also share our videos to your friends in your department, in your class. See you next video. Thank you very much.